All right, good evening, good afternoon, East Alabama and West Georgia. Just wanted to jump back in here with you for just a few moments and let you know that the Storm Prediction Center has extended the tornado watch a little further east this afternoon to encompass some of our East Alabama or bordering East Alabama counties. That would include Montgomery and Russell and also Barber, Bullock, Macon, Montgomery, Pike, and Russell. That's just bordering our southern counties of Lee, Tallapoosa, and back over toward Elmore. So if we have nothing severe going on right this moment, but we do have a special weather statement for this portion of the line of thunderstorms that's moving from about Prattville back up to around Eclectic, and then stretching up across portions of Tallapoosa County just east of Alexander City, and then up into Randolph County. Now, if you're behind this line, you are in the clear. So Alexander City, you're good to go. You just got cool rain. That's going to continue for a couple of more hours. We've got a heavy cell sitting right there at Wadley. Nothing from the National Weather Service on this, but I will zoom in. And you can see right there where the heavy activity is taking place just west of Wadley, about 5 minutes away from downtown Wadley, just east of the Clay County, Randolph County line. And then that line stretches back up to around Roxton, and then just west of Potash there, southeast of Wedowee, and then just south of Woodland. And then it gets up there into Carroll County. We do have a special weather statement up here north of Carrollton. This is going to be at the I-20 corridor, basically for this part of the line now that's past Bremen. So if you're up there in Temple, Villa Rica, Abilene, all this stuff is coming right straight toward you. And again, it's just a special weather statement. The storms are below severe limits, as well as this line from about Dadeville all the way back down to around Prattville. This is going to continue moving off to the east this afternoon at around 30 to 40 miles per hour. And as it does, you're going to see some gusty winds and some heavy rainfall as this moves into your area. So if you're east of this area, places like Auburn, Opelika, Valley, West Point, Lafayette, Roanoke, this line has not moved through your area just yet, but it will within the next hour or so. And as it passes through your area, you're going to experience some gusty winds and some heavy rainfall. Don't think those conditions are going to last very long at all, because this is a very thin line of storms, and it's moving pretty quick. And then after it passes across the state line right there across East Alabama, it'll get into West Georgia, and West Georgia, you'll have the same effects. So right now, again, nothing severe across East Alabama or West Georgia, but I did want to bring to your attention that the National Storms Forecast Center has extended the tornado watch a little further east, and that does touch some of our southern counties, and that would include Barber, Bullock, Macon, Montgomery, Pike, and Russell have just been added to the tornado watch. The only area of real concern right now is this storm just north of downtown Montgomery, now over Millbrook. It's just east of Prattville. And so real heavy storm right there, just north of the northern bypass in Montgomery, crossing over the southern sections of Prattville out there on Highway 82. Things are getting better there now, and crossing over I-65, stretching back up to around Millbrook or just north of Millbrook. Real heavy rainfall, a tremendous amount of lightning output right there. We're talking 126 strokes of lightning in the last 2 to 3 minutes with that Millbrook storm. Now, so that's the heaviest part of this without any question. And so it's going to kind of move right across the northern areas of that extension to the tornado watch. So you folks up there in North Montgomery, pay attention to this, and eventually it's going to make it over toward Tuskegee, Anywhere along I-85 needs to watch this storm real close as it moves east this afternoon, and Lee County may have to deal with it. Southern Tallapoosa County may have to deal with it as well. So we're going to watch that cell as it moves off to the east. Let's look down to the southwest just for a few moments. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so you can see the entire tornado watch area. The areas inside that purple line that are flashing, those are the counties that are involved in this tornado watch this afternoon. And we do have a tornado warning down here around Monroeville in southwest Alabama. This is going to be just to the northeast of Jackson. And this storm is moving off to the east. Let's see if we can give you some more information about this. Now, bear with me just a second. Yeah, we're going to have to restart. All right, so y'all just hang with me a second. The screen's going to go black. Now let's go back down to our tornado warning storm. This is down in southwest Alabama. And so we are looking, Monroeville is probably going to be on the southern end of this. I wouldn't be extremely concerned. ETA into the Monroeville area in about 43 minutes. But now sometimes these thunderstorms, if they do produce a tornado, they can take on a right-hand turn. So if you're anywhere from Monroeville north, down here in southwest Alabama, just know that there's a tornado warning back off to your west, and you'll need to keep an eye on that. And a secondary storm forming just south of the tornado warning storm that probably will affect Monroeville, but no warnings from the National Weather Service on that just yet. Then again, I'm going to zoom back out, and you'll see just scattered thunderstorms from Greenville all the way down I-65, stretching back down to the northern reaches of Florida there, just south of Andalusia, north of Pensacola, and then that secondary line stretching all the way back down into southwest Alabama, and then a third line forming back over around Heidelberg, Mississippi, that's producing some severe weather also. But all of this is south of the I-80 corridor and the I-85 corridor, and I think that's where the juiciest weather conditions are this afternoon. And I wouldn't expect any of this severe stuff down in South Alabama to make it up into East Alabama or West Georgia as we go throughout the evening. As soon as this main line pushes through East Alabama, I believe all of our counties across Dr. Don's weather coverage area of East Alabama and West Georgia will primarily be in the clear as we go throughout the evening. And then south of the I-85 corridor and south of Highway 80 over in West Alabama, you may have to deal with a couple of rounds of severe weather as we go through the remainder of the afternoon and into the the overnight hours. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. Just wanted to give you that update and let you know that a few counties have been added to the tornado watch, none of them in the coverage area. I'm going to zoom back in right quick again and let you see this storm just north of Montgomery. That's a pretty nasty looking storm right there. So anywhere from Wetumpka to Montgomery, this is coming directly at you. Your forward motion on this storm is about 40 miles per hour with 40 mile per hour wind gust. But the big glaring message right here is look at that lightning output. 168 lightning strokes in the last 2 to 3 minutes in this storm moving through central Alabama. No doubt that could possibly cause some problems there with those lightning strikes. So we're going to watch this as we continue throughout the remainder of the afternoon. Let me see if anybody has any questions right quick. I'm not going to run through the whole thing. We welcome those of you listening to us via radio this afternoon across God's Country and the Classic, back across Talladega, Coosa, and St. Clair counties and Clay. All of you folks across East Central Alabama listening via radio. We are glad to have you with us this afternoon, and we will be coming back from time to time and giving you these updates as conditions warrant. I really think that for the most part, East Alabama is really a little bit too far north to see any real threat of severe weather this afternoon. But I'm going to keep an eye on it, and I'll be back with more information if we need to. Well, hold on. Here comes a new severe thunderstorm warning. Let's just make sure. I think that's for southwest Alabama, but let me make sure before we get out of here. And, okay, let's see. Yes, this is a severe thunderstorm warning now for central Wilcox County in south central Alabama. So, again, that's not East Alabama, so that's well out of our coverage area. But I got to tell you, if you're down in southwest Alabama, it's going to be a stormy afternoon and a stormy night. A lot of thunderstorms popping up down there. So if you know someone who lives in that area, you might want to call them and make sure that they are aware that we've got a couple of maybe even 3 lines of storms that are capable of going severe as they move across South Alabama this afternoon. All right, so keep your phones close by. Remain weather aware. But again, once this line passes your area, you're in the clear. And I'll be back with more weather information as conditions warrant on Dr. Don's Weather. Stay with us.